Ladies, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please be advised that this movie has no nudity.
I'm out.
Come on, Eddie. Let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
I just have to wee-wee.
And we're back.
Just like the Five Musketeers.
What the hell am I looking at?
A country where culture means pornography and slasher films.
If you had these boobs, you'd be obsessed with them too.
Very exciting, big event. Everybody's excited, huh?
Last time I went to the pictures, I was looking at all the jigglins. And...
We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends.
I'll tell you what.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, God. Oh, Luann, put some pants on. Oh.
You sound like a southern preacher.
Oh, all about...
Do you believe?
Do you believe in life after love?
Do you believe in the propane? And the propane accessories?
Anyways, that's a gas.
That's so high-pitched for Hank Hill.
It really is.
Hey, we are back with our third and final episode, digging into horror comedies, or horrorities, as Roman says. And let's do this. I am Adam. I'm here with Allison and, of course, Roman. And
hey there, Pollyanna.
Another one that I thought Allison would bring up would be The Babysitter.
Yeah, that's one that, because when we're coming to the 2000s, when I was doing my prepping for the show, that's one thing that I want to talk about was...
Okay, let's do that.
What's there to talk about?
It's a fantastic, fun movie that is gory as hell. It's super self-aware, and it's a
Netflix direct film.
Yeah, and it's by Mick G.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting to like, but I'm not.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is another one that we completely glanced over. Before it was a television show on CW, and before Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon wrote the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. The studio decided to change it into a wacky teen comedy. It was supposed to be more like the show.
Oh.
But I do like the movie as well. I do like what they did with the movie, especially Paul Rubens.
Oh, yes. Where he's dying slowly.
He ran away with just that scene. And the after-credit scene. Which he just keeps dying.
You want to talk about another good vampire? Is not Paul Rubin, but his boss.
Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, when he's not monologuing.
Yes, when he's not talking about Tears in the Rain.
Yes.
He's
Surviving the Game with Ice-T, by the way, one of my favorite lists of all time.
And Blind Fury.
Huh.
I love Blind Fury, where you played a blind guy with martial artist. Great movie.
So Daredevil.
Yeah, but cooler than Charlie Cox.
Hey, watch your dirty mouth. You can talk about Headless Carlingus.
Charlie Cox.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Going to Calk Island or whatever.
Island.
Yes.
Go back to your home on Whore Island.
Exactly. Anyway, so I believe it sounds like we're starting to circle the drain on this one, guys.
Oh, no. I was just giving you a chance. I was just giving you a chance to talk about The Babysitter.
I didn't much care for it just because I felt like I was watching kiddie porn.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It was funny. I mean, it was good. I liked Bella Thorne. I did not like the second one as much.
The second one, again, took the Sam Raimi route and went more comedic than horror.
It went too far for me.
You know what? We didn't talk about Happy Death Day. That's another great comedic horror.
Yeah,
I
but
never saw that.
The second one again, they tried too hard. So
I never saw Happy Death. I kept meaning to, and I never got to.
You would like the first one.
I heard that.
Yeah, you would like the first one. Second one,
I did the house at Halloween Horror Nights.
He liked Freaky.
I did. I liked Freaky a lot.
Which was like that Vince Vaughn,
Freaky Friday horror movie.
I did not like it. It took it way over
I
too
did not
campy.
see that one. Yeah.
But it's Vince Vaughn, so I should have known. But yeah, Babysitter, the second one was disappointing. It was too much.
Okay. All right.
What was the other one you mentioned? Babysitter, and then I don't know. He mentioned something.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we didn't even touch on Japanese films.
No, because I still have a whole list of American ones.
Oh, wow. Okay, please continue.
There's one I didn't put on the list because I didn't like it very much, but that's just my preference, was Satanic Panic.
Okay.
Very close to the Babysitter type story.
Oh, yeah.
You covered that on previous podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not a great movie, but it was a horror comedy, and a lot of people liked it. Oh, and there's that one with Daddario. What's her name?
Alexander Daddario.
Alexander Daddario. We Live in the Darkness, I think it's called. This group of girls bring these metalheads back to their house, and they end up torturing and killing them for fun. It's a horror comedy. It
sounds hilarious.
It's very on the vein of the second or of Slumber Party Massacre 2, without the driller killer. It has that same feel where it's a slumber party. And
so getting back to Slumber Party 2, one of my favorite death scenes is in it, where literally you see the driller, the killer driller, as he's approaching the female victim, and there's about 18 feet between her and him, and she can clearly turn left at any point. She can just step to the side, and he's just walking up slowly, circa kind of like Bela Lugosi. Mm-hmm. Okay,
so it's like the steamroller scene in Austin Powers.
Absolutely, but it was not meant to be the steamroller scene in Austin Powers. You know, it's supposed to be kind of this borderline tense scene, and she's just no, she's screaming for her life. All she has to do is move to the left. Just move to the left. I suddenly become so stereotypical. I'm like, move to the left, bitch! You're going to die. You're going to die. She never listens
Scary
to me.
Movie
Never listens to me. And it goes right through her, through the drywall. You see this cool scene, this shot where you see the bloody drill pierce the drywall. Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
It's a cool kill.
Letting you know that she doesn't turn left.
It's like the giant drill dough in Satanic Panic.
I was going to go American Horror Story, but yeah, that works too. That has a huge drill though. I'm envious of the drill though.
Allison, do you have any that you want to bring up before I keep going?
Nope.
Okay. There's one movie that we haven't discussed, which is a...
It sounded like you said there's one booby.
There's one booby we haven't discussed. I've talked about Barbara Crampton, so... Mm-hmm. I've talked about Elvira. No, there's one horror comedy, which is basically the only way to describe this movie is a horror comedy.
Addams Family.
Ghostbusters.
Yes, absolutely correct.
And there's... Nope. And Allison's shaking her head because why?
It's not a horror movie to me.
It's a scary-ass movie.
Not to
me.
It
has scary plot. Okay.
And again, that's one of the things I have an issue with people saying, if it's not scary, it's not horror. It's still in the genre of horror.
Okay.
There's ghosts, there's demons, there's otherworld things.
We talked about Young Frankenstein for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
And it's a comedy. It's a full-on comedy, but it's horror.
Yeah.
In fact,
there's no one that dies technically in Young Frankenstein.
Except for the guy who they brought back to life.
Well, yeah.
So that's saying somebody has to die for it to be a horror movie?
No.
Oh, isn't that a prerequisite? It has to be horrific.
Nobody dies. Who dies in Ghostbusters?
Horror is not...
Who dies in horror? Go ahead, sorry.
Horror is not a feeling. Horror is a genre. I don't understand
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I don't understand why people can't get this through their heads. Horror is the setup, is the atmosphere of this of the genre. Ghostbusters is a good example of that. It's a comedy movie in a horror world.
Okay.
You don't have to die. There doesn't have to be a slasher. There doesn't have to be a killer. It doesn't have to scare you. It's just a funny movie. Like What We Do in the Shadows. That's a horror comedy. It's a comedy in the horror world.
Yeah, but people get their necks sucked.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, it means if you get your neck sucked.
Okay, I'm just alone in this idea that horror is a genre. So
no, horror is a genre.
Yeah. And for the record, I'm just grabbing your goat with a firm but loving grip.
And I don't feel that you have to be scared for it to be a horror movie. Mm-hmm. Because I wasn't scared in a lot of these new horror movies, and they're considered horror.
Beetlejuice is a horror movie.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'll accept that. It's just not my... I don't know. I guess in my mind, I have different genres of horror.
Well, let's get into that. That's a good thing to talk about. What is your definition of horror?
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about horror comedies.
But it's part of the conversation, because if you have a different perspective of horror, then an idea of a horror comedy is different.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there would be supernatural horror, comedy horror.
But what is your definition of horror? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I don't know. Something that I don't know. I really don't know. I can't answer that because I don't really understand the question. I mean, I do understand the question, but I can't.
What things do you tick off in your subconscious that go, okay, this is a horror movie?
Murders?
Okay, so death has to happen in a horror movie for it to be a horror to you.
I don't know. I just don't consider Ghostbusters a horror. I can see what you're saying, but I guess it's because I think it's funny and it's like a kid movie, then that's why I don't think it's horror.
I don't really see it as a kid movie. I mean, I saw it when I was 5, but it's for everyone. But there's some really dark scenes, like when she gets wrapped up in the hands and stuff. That's a scary ass moment.
I guess because it's not scary to me, and I guess we're going back to that. But there's a lot of horror movies that aren't scary to me.
Okay, Evil Dead 2 is not scary.
No.
Army of Darkness, not scary.
And those are horror movies.
Yeah, Army of Darkness definitely isn't.
Army of Darkness is an adventure movie, to me. It doesn't have. I don't know. Army of Darkness is a tough one for me to not be a hypocrite on what I just said, because it doesn't tick off the things that I think of horror.
And Natural Born Killers is a buddy comedy. I mean, in a fucked up way, it is. Calling a spade for a spade.
It's true. That's true. If you think of it that way.
It's a dark comedy.
Yeah. Which is kind of not autobiographical, but it's kind of biographical of Woody Harrelson's real life father. He was a contract killer, and he was crazy.
Remind me to give Woody Harrelson a Christmas card.
Be nice to the guy with the candy bar.
Huh.
Yeah. So let's go back to movies, shall we?
Would we please? Because I feel like I need a lawyer up suddenly.
Let's talk about the stuff.
She's got the stuff. She's got the stuff.
Probably, it looks like a movie I've only seen.
No, I know the stuff.
He knows the movie.
Don't worry, kid. You're not the first kid to have to eat shaving cream.
Yeah, so the stuff is...
Which led me to eat shaving cream. Because I'm thinking...
Because your family was just eating this crazy yogurt constantly.
Oh, no, I thought it looked good. For the record,
it looked like whipped cream.
For the record, kids, don't eat shaving cream.
No, it doesn't. It looks like marshmallow fluff.
I like marshmallow.
Which is gross. Not to be confused with great.
It's gross.
I think the reason why I never watched this movie and I never had interest in it is because, again, we're going back to the cheesy stuff. Basically, this stuff is the killer. Like, it engulfs you and it just attacks you like a blob type thing.
It is a blob movie, yeah. but it attacks from inside because people are eating it.
Got it.
But it does star Michael Moriarty, who is just on the cusp of being on the holy trinity of horror badasses, but he doesn't have enough credit for that yet. Michael Moriarty is one of the best actors that Larry Cohen has ever directed, and he was in The Stuff, he was in Q the Winged Serpent, and he was in God Told Me To, and those are all great Larry Cohen films, and he's a schlockmeister too, just like Roger Corman, but his stuff was great. But it's a take on consumerism. It's a social commentary on consumerism, but it has a comedic element in Michael Moriarty because he's this shyster, crazy, cool dude. And I don't know. It was one of the movies that I rented a lot when I was a kid because it was just ridiculous.
I never really would call this stuff a horror comedy personally. I just thought it was straight up monster movie.
I can see that. Yeah, it's a blob movie.
Or like a B movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a B movie, but it was fun. I mean, it was absolutely fun. Again, up all night.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think I put it in the comedy thing for Michael Moriarty himself, just because he was very fun in that movie.
But he was the plant to ease tension, in my opinion.
Right, absolutely.
He was to break the scenes up,
But he was also the unintentional hero of the film.
So he's basically the friendsless guy in every stereotypical slasher movie.
Yes. Or
Rachel, I love you.
He is the final girl as well.
Moriarty is the final girl.
I only have a couple.
Sherlock Holmes pissed.
I only have a couple more left. Night of the Creeps with Tom Atkins.
The bleeps.
The sweeps.
And
the creeps.
The sweeps and the creeps.
Man, that's 2 Spaceballs references we've done tonight.
Oh, we can shoot them out multiple times.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'm surprised when we went with yogurt, we didn't bust out. I hate yogurt.
Even with strawberries.
Raspberry.
Nope. That's when they jam the radar.
Oh yeah, that's right. Only one man
dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star.
So there we go. We have now turned this
because he hits the camera. And we've got a horror comedy right here in front of us as Allison hangs herself.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Night of the Creeps is another kind of a zombie-esque horror movie, but it is self-aware, it's tongue-in-cheek, and it stars Tom Atkins, who kicks ass in everything that he does, and that also gave him his best-known line, "Thrill me,"
because he's on that diet.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a movie. It's prom. The movie takes place on prom, and these creatures are killing everyone and reanimating them. And one of the best lines is when they're all held up in the house. Tom Atkins looks through the window and he's like, "Girls, the good news is your dates have arrived. The bad news is they're dead." He's great guy. But it's a fun movie. I can definitely consider that a horror comedy because it's all tongue in cheek.
Hocus Pocus is one that you gotta kind of bring out there.
Do you have to?
No, but unfortunately, to keep our female demographic, yes.
I don't like Hocus Pocus that much. I've seen it a bunch of times, and I'll watch it with my kid because he likes it. But I definitely don't think that's a horror movie.
Why not? It's in a horror setting.
I understand that.
Salem. It has witches.
I can't continue on this thing because I can't justify why I think certain movies are horror movies or not. Like, I feel like you need to have like an episode with people who can go like toe to toe with you on this because I know you're very passionate about that.
But here's the thing, you know what? I'm of the mind, and I don't mean derail you. I'm of the mind is, you know what? I like it. If I say it's a horror movie, I pay my money. It's a freaking horror movie. I like it if it's funny to me. It's funny to me. I like it if it's hot to me. It's hot to me. Okay? If that's what you get out of, it's art. Okay, so if you don't like a picture, you can't force me to say I like it.
No. And I understand that. I'm not saying that that's what the thing is, but he brings up a good point is people think that horror movies have to make you scared. Like, this movie is a horror movie because it scared the crap out of me. But that's not necessarily the case, especially with these new horror movies that aren't scary. They're the slow burn movies that just stick with you. They just bother you. Yeah. They're very unsettling.
Like Rosemary's Baby.
Like when I mentioned it earlier when we were in the car, the Night House. It's not a scary movie.
But I also said that I thought that was more of a thriller.
Exactly. It's a thriller, but it's still a horror setting because it involves being haunted. It involves different things. I mean, yeah, it changes a lot as the movie goes, but it's definitely a horror setting for a movie.
Okay, then in that argument, Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, anything like that, Corpse Bride, those could all be considered a horror movie because they're in a horror setting. Mm-hmm. They're in a graveyard. Yep. They're in a spooky Halloween town. Yeah. Okay. So I can agree with that.
Even though Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie with a horror element to it.
All right. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Coco Is Coco a horror movie?
I don't know. I don't see those movies.
Well,
that sounded racist.
What do you mean those movies?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Pixar movie. Oh, I did see
¿Qué
Onward.
dice? Coño carajo.
I don't.
I wasn't a big fan of Coco, but
I'm not a Disney fan, so most of the times I don't see them.
you need to see Inside Out, though. That's a good
Yeah.
Pixar movie. But Coco,
If you like Herman's Head.
No, I love her.
Coco, just because it's the Day of the Dead and they're dead souls.
And you
I don't
have
know.
the guy who kills another guy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's getting pretty nitpicky.
Yeah, no, and I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Well, that's the thing. Horror is a setting.
Well, it's horrific. That's the whole horror in horror is horrific.
Right. But horror does...
Whatever's horrifying.
Right. But horror doesn't always have to equal terror, and that's what people equate it to.
You're correct. You're correct. Just the thought, like, for example, one of the most horrific films I've ever saw, in my personal opinion, is a film called Splice.
Well, that was horrific because of the acting.
Well, no, in terms of the thought, in terms of creating a creature that's...
It's a gross movie.
That's both genders.
Hybrid.
And it switches, and then...
Hermaphrodite?
Yeah. Well, no, it's... transgender. Anyways,
I've heard of that movie. I've never seen it.
You're not missing.
Just like Human Centipede, I refuse to watch that.
Well, the first one was great.
I just don't want it to do that.
The second one was garbage, and the third one was forgettable.
The parody in South Park's hilarious. Oh boy.
But you should argue. You should go on somebody's show and argue that.
Still this day, I will argue that Predator is a slasher movie. I'm going down that route. Yep, I'm going to lose our viewers, our listeners.
I can see where you're coming from with that, but I just don't agree. That's as far as I go with it.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe that might be part of the Roman Forum, the definitive reason why. Maybe. I might have a rough draft coming up to the website. Who knows?
I definitely understand. I mean, it's got the by the numbers slasher.
Yeah,
elements to it.
If you take it out of the jungle and put it in Springwood, okay,
or maybe L.A.
Yeah, yeah, that too. But if you take Predator out and give him a Halloween mask, suddenly you have by the books slasher movie.
Yes, I agree that I see where you're coming from.
Your survivor girl is now 270 pounds, full of muscle, and an Austrian accent.
But there's just something about it that I can't agree with you.
I get it. It's one of those awkward things. I get it. It's like
saying,
watching Michael Keaton playing Batman. You may feel uncomfortable at first, but just let.
It's like saying Ghostbusters isn't a horror movie. I just can't agree with it.
Well, so any other geektoids from Adam?
Any other geektoids? Did I cover everything already? Where was within blah blah blah.
Where's my scene breakdown of Abbott and Costello?
Holy crap! Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh my god, yes.
Talk about a horror comedy.
Well, and Clown. Here's another horror comedy because they're
Eli Roth's Clown. Yeah.
Yes, where she's literally split in the middle.
Yeah.
No, you didn't much care for it.
Oh,
she
no,
doesn't like clowns.
I won't watch that.
Yeah,
I do agree that Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
100%.
even though I haven't seen it, I know a lot about it, and I've seen a lot of clips.
You went to the house.
Yes, it's a horror comedy. It's
one of the
horrific.
saddest scenes in all cinema is where the old guy's asking for his dog at the beginning. It's like,
did the clowns eat him?
Yeah, more than likely.
Oh, so we don't even know.
Well, you know what? It is a circus setting. Maybe they just had hot
the
dogs.
dog just ran away.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs.
I had a hot dog for dinner
Hot dogs
tonight.
and cotton candy.
Yep, hot dogs and
I
What a
did not have
combination.
cotton candy. Gross.
Well, the cotton candy is a use for breaking down the bodies.
So kind of like what we saw in The Mist.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a great movie.
You're like, The Mist.
Yeah. Well, no, I was thinking Strangers in the Mist. These dreams to me. Ding, 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 ding.
Are you trying to sing Heart right now?
Yep.
These dreams? Please take over before he crucifies Hart.
Well, that's as far. I think that's all I've got is up through Killer Clowns in Outer Space. I think we've talked about everything else that I have written down. Even though I don't, it's not my show. I did more research.
Well, I remember a good-looking guy who's about 6'2", beautiful smile, great dad jokes that are underappreciated. Firm hands, not too rough, but definitely firm and manly.
I do not. I am not 6'2".
Oh, and you're none of those things. But no, he said, you know what, we're going to go organic a little bit and just kind of riff, is what he said, because we're trying something. So he did do research, the good-looking guy who I'm going to speak about in third person, but he doesn't need a laptop like some people.
I had notes, and guess where they are? On my laptop at home. I had, because you had asked us why it's so important to have comedy in horror movies. We didn't even talk about that.
You know what?
Let's bring that up right now.
Let's go ahead and do it.
With my Alex Jones voice.
My whole thought was, there's a lot of people that don't like scary movies. Mm-hmm. They're very uncomfortable.
And there's a lot of people that don't like scary movie.
Yes. They don't like watching murders and stabbings. They don't like all that. So they are more liable to go to a comedy horror movie, perhaps, because there's that promise of the tension's going to be cut with some comedic relief, and it's not as scary to them anymore. It makes it almost like it doesn't like dehumanize it, but you know, if you have somebody stabbing people, desensitizing, and you have Michael Myers stabbing stuff, and then he takes off his mask and says something goofy, then it's like he's not scary anymore.
Then it's basically Freddy's dead.
Right.
I just like that you said Michael Myers stabbing stuff, and all I can see him is like in a room just that too, that TV.
I would love that.
That big mouth Billy Basket stabbed.
I would love that. Michael Myers is one of my favorite people, because he's just stupid to me.
I don't like Halloween movies.
No, I know. We've talked about that.
I try to so much. I like the new David Gordon Green ones. Not David Gordon Green. Yes, David Gordon Green. The new ones, the Blumhouse guy.
Got it, the new ones.
Yeah, that guy.
I like that.
Where he wrote it with Danny McBride.
Yeah, and I like the original, and I like 3, but we don't talk about that. But I'm not a big Halloween fan. I know Jason's listening, and he's gonna disown me as a friend,
but hopefully he just stopped and passed out when we talked about Final Girls.
That's true. He might have climaxed and.
Oh yeah.
No, because he likes Trick or Treat too.
He does. Who doesn't like Trick or Treat?
Really?
I don't
Seriously.
know. I'm sure we can find somebody.
Probably.
That's how I break apart who's going to make my friend's Christmas list and who's not.
Who's going to make my Krampus list?
I went into Spirit about a month ago, and they had the animatronic Sam life size. And it was so hard not to buy that thing.
When you say Spirit, I'm just thinking of the song from Ghostbusters.
From Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah.
What was it, like a couple hundred? Those things are expensive.
It was like $170. It wasn't really that bad.
It's not that good.
Yeah, no.
$170, I can think of, I don't know, some awesome things to do with $170.
$170.
Like, pay for groceries. That's a decent grocery bill there. That's getting sides.
My grocery bill doesn't go over $80.
Because you don't have.
Because I think of stuff like buying an animatronic Sam.
I'm going to have top ramen for the 15th day.
Hey,
Who cares
I love
about
top ramen.
I love it too. When I was 20,
it's so much sodium though.
Oh my heavens! Yes, it's like having a whole box of crackers.
Let's take a break and go to the concession stand for a snack.
If you're looking for a hot podcast, I've got the one for you. The hottest podcast of the year is The Real Housewives of Reality, starring Scarlett and Allison. This podcast has everything. It's girl meets girl. 2 Bravo-obsessed hosts, a producer named Leon, who knows what love is and is very often screamed at and or abused on the air, allegedly. Weekly recaps of all your favorite housewives, hot gossip, an unadulterated and inexplicable love of Iowa, deals on Mary Kay, and BetterHealth.com. Relationship advice if you want to stay single forever, and who doesn't? Plus, there's bonus material like the Bravo Booster Pack, which highlights the most iconic Bravo episodes through all the years, and housekeeping with the hottest gossip for you to listen to while you keep your own house. If you do, hey, tune in. There's so much more. I said what I said.
Oh, I see a movie that you guys didn't talk about. Velocipaster.
Oh
my God,
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster. Oh, jeez, that movie just was meant.
You know, and what sucks is that movie came and left, and it didn't leave a mark on the world that it should have.
Wow, so it came and didn't leave a mark.
That's right.
Huh.
We've talked about almost all of these that I had written down from.
Well, we've been doing this podcast for 7 hours.
We didn't do. The only ones we didn't cover were Warm Bodies, which that wasn't a great movie.
Yeah, no.
And Jennifer's Body.
Oh, I love Jennifer's Body.
That's a self-aware horror comedy.
The movie isn't bad either. No, actually, the older I get, and we talked about this off podcast, the older I get, the more respect I have for that film. Because when I first saw it, I just saw it, like a very, very...
Like a horny guy did looking at Megan Fox. Just say it.
What?
You know that's why everybody wanted to watch that movie at first.
So do producers. Trust me.
I avoided that movie because I didn't like Diablo Cody.
Yeah.
And now I really respect her vision of this movie.
I forgot she did that.
Yeah.
And the writer, the woman,
Diablo Cody.
Yeah, she did it so with so much intelligence. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really respect her as an artist. So I think that's...
Well, nobody talked more about why we need comedy and horror. Everybody agreed with what I said and then just moved on.
Well, because I know...
We did bring it up a little bit earlier when I said...
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and you said that the balance of levity and tension.
Yeah, you were zoning out.
I wasn't zoning out. I was just thinking you were going to bring it up later.
We're doing that right now.
Yeah, we're doing it now.
Welcome back to the third hour of...
I just think that there's a lot of people that would go see the movie knowing that there's some kind of comedic thing.
Oh, absolutely. And I totally agree with you. I mean...
Yeah, look how well Zombieland did.
Yeah, and that's why I mentioned the later Nightmare on Elm Street stuff and why you asked, why do you think the sequels get funnier? And that's why, is to get more people in the seats.
Yeah. That's a good point. Like, okay, we got X amount of people to come watch this movie, but if we add this crazy character in it or add this stupid thing, more of the girlfriends, the scary girlfriends.
The same thing happens with sequels, period. Let's talk about Batman sequels. For love of Pete, that's what happens. So more
they get goofy and goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
Superman.
the Batman sequels.
Superman, same route. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
Poor, stupid Spider-Man 3. Sorry, Sam Raimi, you do make some stinkers.
Yep. You sure do.
You know what? It wasn't as bad as people would give it.
If it was just Sandman
and without
the whole symbiote and emo Spidey thing, it would have been a great movie because Thomas Hayden Church was an amazing Sandman, and he was a very personable character.
Oh, well, Thomas Hayden Church is just an awesome actor. One of the reasons to watch Sideways, for the record.
I hated Sideways.
And Paul Giamatti.
But I only saw it when it first came out, so I need to give it another chance.
Any movie that Jay Leno says, you really need to watch this film, is pretty much the reason why I watch it. I'm not kidding.
Did it have old cars in it? Because I think that's all Jay Leno cares about.
No old cars. It had old
had
people.
Wine in it.
Yeah, it had wine.
You sound less like Jay Leno and more like an old prospector. I need gold. There's gold in them hills.
Like the prospector from Toy Story.
Stinky Pete.
Oh, hey, see, there you go. You know a kid movie. You sly son of a bitch.
Yes, I said I don't watch many Disney movies. I said many. I haven't seen Toy Story 3 or 4.
Well, you're good on 4. Don't watch 4.
I haven't seen...
We talked about it.
I know. I
haven't seen Brave. I haven't seen Moana. I haven't seen Cars 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Who is the lead in
Watch
Brave?
Watch 3, you're good.
Yeah, who's the lead in Brave?
Mierda!
Mierda.
Okay, we went way off topic.
Anyways, well, if you put her in a horror film, I'll watch it. I'm looking for myself. I don't like me. Yes! You and Paris Hilton, my favorite 2 death scenes. Yes!
Oh my.
Watch the game. Roll it back. I'm the only one in the theater. I paid good money. Roll it back. Let's do this.
Can you feel that? Huh? I have exorcised the demons.
So,
this house is clean.
I say, so if you had to take 5 movies, let's bring this back. If you had to take 5 movies, okay.
Moana, Brave. Oh,
not Love, F, or Mary. Sorry. Moana, Brave.
I like that you've been dropping F-bombs the whole night, and then you're Love, F.
But that's not even what it is. It's Mary F. Kill. It's not love.
I don't know.
It's
Murder,
okay.
Death, Kill.
It's
Murder,
okay.
Death, Kill. Anyways, so guess what? Guess what's happening?
I went into Demolition Man.
Pretty much. The 3 shells. He doesn't know how to use them. So Thanos is snapping out murder,
Death, Kills.
Horror comedies. He's snapping out, and you had to save 5.
Oh, crap.
Wait, we have to get rid of 5?
No, you have to save 5. Everyone
Oh.
else is gone.
Oh, that's not the way.
Yeah, let's have fun with this. Let's bring this game. So what are your 5 to save?
Good Lord.
Sorry, Adam. I almost called you Jason.
Okay.
Sorry, Jason.
If I don't doesn't have to be in any order, I could
No
probably...
order.
Okay.
No order.
Return of the Living Dead, because it's very important.
Okay.
Young Frankenstein, because it's very important.
Yes.
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
Wow, this is tough. Holy crap.
Sorry, man.
I got 2 more to go. I got 2 more. One we didn't talk about, Idle Hands, because that was my start of horror comedy, realizing that it was horror comedy. It was Jessica Alba in her tiny shorts. And Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, take away from my answers now.
Kevin Woods. Yeah, gotcha. So Idle Hands, Evil Dead, or
oh my God! See, that's why.
No, I got it.
Sorry.
I listened.
Sorry,
Let me
Jessica
do it.
Alba.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Cabin
Jessica
in the
Alba?
Woods.
Yes.
Night Living Dead, the second one.
Return of the
Living Dead. Young Frankenstein, because it's important.
Return of the Living Dead was important.
Reanimator.
No.
Oh,
That's
the
gone.
Stuff.
No.
But you love those movies.
I do,
they're
but
gone.
these are
They snapped.
these are important movies. Evil Dead 2.
Oh, Evil Dead 2, and I don't remember the last one.
Idle Hands.
Oh, Idle Hands. Oh,
right.
yeah, because you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Allison.
Oh.
Okay, they're all going away.
I
Being snapped.
Scream.
Okay.
Cabin in the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing the whole blah 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 because it was important. I'm just doing blah 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 because I like them. And
Don't say blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Zombieland.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, what are the other ones that I said was really good that I liked? What is that? That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is riveting.
Really is, guys.
Is Dawn of the Dead the newer one, the Zack Snyder one, considered?
It's tongue in cheek.
Borderline?
It's tongue in cheek social commentary. I would put either Romero or Zack Snyder on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that movie, so I will say that one.
It has its comedy elements to it.
It does, thanks to Ty Burrell.
We didn't touch Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh man,
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
And then I'll say Trick or Treat.
Okay. All right.
Roman, it's your turn.
Oh well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Slice, Splice, Thrice.
Suck. Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
That's his grocery list. This is weird.
Yeah, pretty much. So Scream definitely.
Scream, Slice, Suck, Splice.
Abbott and Costello.
Yes, Abbott and Costello.
Costello. Yeah, Istanbul and Costello. Yeah.
Abbott and Costello.
Exactly.
Versus the Frankenstein.
Exactly. Are you looking for the consigliere? No, I'm looking for Costello. Oh. Anyways, so other additions, we will have to go with Young Frankenstein because
it's important.
Yeah, putting on the Reeds. And
I just put it on there because my mom would disown me if she heard I didn't add Young Frankenstein.
That's true. Does she even listen?
Oh yeah.
Still? Okay, good.
So then we got Final Girls. I really am impressed by that one.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
one more.
Okay, one more.
Drum roll, please.
Ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go with Sleepaway Camp 2.
Of course. He loves...
Oh, no! I didn't take my finger off the base. It doesn't count as a chess move. I'm sorry. We're going to go with Slumber Party Massacre 2.
Oh my God, it was like your favorite movie.
Oh my heavens. I would basically disown myself.
I got them confused. Yes. They both start with S. He likes a lot of S movies.
Yeah.
I like the S.
He's a big fan of
I'm an
S.
S-man. I am definitely an S-man. Completely an S-man. I have no qualms about
Slumber Party Massacre 2.
Give me an S with nice 2 curves in it. You know? Just saying, like an S.
I'm just talking about the letter.
A big bouncy S.
Yeah, I'm talking about the letter. It has curves in it.
Okay.
Two nice, beautiful curves. Well-rounded curves.
Scream, splice, slice, slither, suck.
Oh, boy.
Slumber Party Massacre.
And Sleepaway Camp.
And Sleepaway Camp.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. Pretty much.
Or as he said in one of the first episodes, Camp Sleepaway.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have what's called Lesticia. Lesticia.
Is that a real word?
He's lestistic.
Oh.
Lesticia.
Okay. I got it.
Dyslexic.
You got it. Thank you. Shut up.
Anyway, so I believe that's it. We would love to hear what you guys thought of the episodes. If we splice it together, or slice it together, or suck it together.
Let's not suck together. If there's any sucking going on, let's just do that in our separate ways.
Then we become community.
Yeah, then you're
community won't like that.
You're just all sister wives to me.
Oh, great. Hands made your tails. Anyways, so...
I don't want to wait.
Exactly. Way to go there, Pollicle. We would love to hear what you guys think. Of course, you can follow us on cinemadnesspodcast.com. I haven't brought that up 15 times during the episode. You can also follow us on Twitter at CinemadnessP. We have an Instagram, Cinemadness. Boy, somewhere the mattress junkies, Cinemadness, are happy that I just give them a free plug. Yes, finally! Yes!
They're mattresses that smell like cinnamon.
That
Cinemadness.
sounds horrible. Like those stupid brooms.
Like those
that
brooms.
Are in Publix every year.
Oh. Well, it's good for 2 minutes until it goes away.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's like
I love cinnamon.
It's too much.
I do.
I see her every Saturday at the club.
So when he's not spending money on $179,
he's spending money on cinnamon.
Well, she pays attention to me. I think she likes me.
Yeah. She for 2 songs at least.
She's like that bartender I really like.
Oh yeah.
I think she's into me.
Well, I would say take your shot, but she would charge you. So, anyways, it's an intelligent joke. Take your shot. Shot about. Yeah.
If you need this, he actually looked at Ellison and said, "It's an intelligent joke."
Oh shit!
Like he was trying to explain it to me.
Well, no, Allison...
your woman brain would not understand. Is what he was saying.
Nope, I'm not going there. No, my mom would basically castrate me.
You want to mansplain it to me?
Well,
so the thing about bartenders,
look, skirts. Let me tell you something.
Skirts.
Okay. Hey, I believe in equal opportunity. All right, thank you very much. I looked it up. I can call your skirt. One of the better lines from Just Married. No, with Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher.
Man,
No,
you
that's not
guys
Just
watch all
Married.
these movies that shouldn't be watched.
That's not Just Married. That's what happens in Vegas.
Oh, yeah,
The only
that's
reason
right.
I know that is because it was playing in the nail salon a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, this movie looks really familiar. What
Yeah.
was it called?
Oh man.
Anyways, back on
So,
track.
yeah,
Cinemadness podcast.com.
Cinemadnesspodcast.com.
And check out our YouTube channel.
Oh yes,
We're in the middle of Carpentober.
Carpentober.
If you can't figure out what that is,
It's like June Hughes, but scarier.
Yeah.
it's about carpenters and all the movies that we've watched that have carpenters in them.
It's all about scary movies that feature songs from the Carpenters.
Oh.
We've only just begun, which is in the Mouth of Madness, which is a John Carpenter movie,
I love that
which
song.
is coming up soon on Carpentober.
Look at that. So be
So,
sure to
bam!
watch. Be sure to watch those and subscribe.
In the Mouth of Madness, the mindfuck that keeps on fucking.
That's right. It's a great movie.
Oh man, it is. I watched that thing 20 times and still didn't get it until about the 27th time. I'm like, oh, I get it now.
It's got Vigo in it too.
Yeah.
Vigo.
Oh yes, this is Vigo.
He is Vigo.
Anyway, so
Why am I drippings with goo?
well, because Cinnamon came and went. You're welcome. You're welcome. You didn't have to pay $179 like Adam.
I'm gonna marry her. She wants me to too.
Dude, I think that's the dude.
I don't care anymore.
Look at her smile, the way her dimples grow, and her beautiful Adam's apple when she laughs.
Oh man.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, basketball. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, you in basketball. Okay.
Well, sorry if it's not Spaceballs. It's got to be basketball.
That's fine. That's fine.
He loves his balls.
I know.
I love balls.
see that.
I love balls. They
Balls and S words.
Oh man,
S words.
Sure. For 400, Alex.
Man, we're never gonna finish this episode.
Nope.
Come on, 3 more minutes. We'll hit 3 hours.
Oh my god! And this is why I got divorced kids. Wow.
Divorce kits.
Oh.
Divorce kids?
Divorce kits? Like
here's your divorce kit. This is how you do it. It's like those nerd blocks. It's like, this comes with some top ramen and a key to the pool.
Excuse me, sir. What am I supposed to do with this little jar? Is this for a specimen? No, this is for your tears. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Just shut his microphone off and then we'll get it going.
Oh, way to go there, Bill O'Reilly. Cut him off! Cut him off!
Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, there you go. Fake. Oh.
He's always doing it.
Exactly. I'll just take your mic and totally go Mick Jagger on this shit. Exactly. All right. Well, that concludes our very funny episode, which, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I like chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Great. Now I got Busta Rhymes stuck in my head.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes.
Ooh-ha.
What movie was he in that we were talking
Halloween
about?
Resurrection.
Halloween Resurrection.
No, Resurrection. H2O was good. H2O was the return of
LL Cool J was in there.
Yes.
I got my rappers confused.
Yeah. Don't ever do that again. Okay.
All right.
Take us out?
Yes, that concludes. Thank you very much for joining us.
That concludes our broadcast
Appreciate it
day.
and listening. Anyways, okay, well, thus concludes the hour, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Hour?
I'm not the one editing it. Thank
you for calling the Love Doctor.
All right. Adam, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Roman.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No problem. This was actually a fun episode.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Good times. Talk to you later.
Good times.
Good times.
Good times.
All
Good
right.
times.
Sweaty balls.
Allison, go ahead and send us off.
Good night.